Welcome to the latest edition of Quinn Magic. NXT was in your house tonight. Now, Hangover's in your house. What's up, TJ? I am DQ.
Not too much, man. It is not so sunny Florida here today. So we've had 4 tornadoes drop down. So I didn't think we were going to get to have in your house this morning, but it did happen. DQ, this is the first time you've watched wrestling since WrestleMania. How are you feeling after this?
It was interesting. I have not watched any bit. I've pretty much checked out on social media. It's really weird for me right now because I hate to say it, but I feel like coronavirus was the final dagger for my wrestling fanhood for a little while. I don't know what's going on. So
Well, hopefully this lovely NXT show / throwback to the 90s will help give you a shot in the arm that'll rejuvenate that for you. Immediately, as soon as the show kicked off, I was absolutely loving it with the old 1990s. Was in the 5 years in the making this the #1 wrestling company with the old WWF logo, but in NXT. It was really great. Same with the stage being in your house with the Ring doorbell, which my wife was kind enough to point out to me. She's like, "Oh my God, it has a Ring doorbell."
Hold on. Video doorbell. We don't know if it was a Nest or a Ring. It was not branded.
I mean, technically, when we did see Johnny Gargano check out of his house, which we'll get to later, when he walked through the portal that was that door, he did have a Nest, so it might have been.
Do you want me to bring you over there so you can look at my Nest?
No, I'm quite all right. My house isn't smart.
We're just trying to get a Google sponsorship here. That's all.
I could feel, because we didn't get our manscaping one, like a little shaggy because of that. But anyway, I digress. And then I know Nessa was probably, his head was exploding seeing everyone wearing in your house shirts. So much to his chagrin, he talks about how it used to look like the Impact Zone. I can confirm, having gone to the Impact Zone over 100 times, they don't give away free shirts, man. So you gotta buy a shirt. So.
No, I think we're more in FCW garage territory, as I said to you in the chat earlier.
Yeah, even then though, those are some strong fans. Anyway, you ready to dive right into this?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so we had a 6-woman tag match, which unfortunately our good friend Tom Phillips called a 6-man tag multiple times in the show. It was a little rough for them, but the match was kind of thrown together. It was part of a mix of feuds that happened over NXT the last couple of weeks. We did see Mia Yim and her team, Mia Yim, Shotzi Blackheart, and my girl Tegan Knox with the victory. What were your thoughts on that match?
Match overall, I love Dakota Kai. And I love Tegan Knox, so that I'm always looking forward to that rivalry continuing. And hold on one second, my vacuum cleaner's starting.
Well, I'm sorry about that. Well, while his vacuum cleaner is starting, I will say I do love this whole Dakota Kai Raquel Gonzalez thing. Raquel Gonzalez. She used to be Reina, so.
Yeah, I think she looked better in this one. She's still green as all hell, but she looked better in this one compared to a lot of the other times that I've seen her.
She did have a couple matches a few weeks ago where I definitely was feeling that Shawn Michaels Diesel thing. Because, as much as we like to talk about how great Diesel and Kevin Nash is, he was green as hell when he first started. So there's no difference there. And I'm definitely feeling them together. Dark Candice is really good as well.
Oh, I love it.
Mia, I know our boy Joe Stopper in our chat was talking about all the botches. Mia Yim's suicide dive was awful.
It was kind of like one of those like stutter. She was like standing stutter.
And then, in the words of good old JR, it was shoot ugly. But it did have a fun ending with Mia and Candice brawling, which we foreshadowed, and we'll see them later in the night. And then Shotzi and Tegan getting the win. I know you were talking about Shotzi Blackheart in our text group earlier. How are you're not feeling her?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know if she's green's not the way to put it. I mean, I think she's
very experienced.
Yeah, she's very experienced, but I feel like everything she does is kind of it's not crisp quite yet. I don't know if she's still trying to get into the WWE system a little bit more. I haven't seen a whole lot of her from the indie scene. My girl Delilah Doom fought her a few times on the indie scene, so I saw those matches. But for the most part, I haven't seen enough of her. And I mean, like you said, I've been kind of checked out. So I guess I got to tune in a little more, right?
Yeah, she's growing in the WWE thing, so it'll be interesting to see where she goes from there. Good to see my girl Tegan getting the pin on Dakota Kai, which just evens them up at 1-1. So it'll be interesting to see how that feud progresses. Next up was a matchup between Damian Priest and Prince Balor. So I definitely wrote Priest Balor in my thing. It was a fun match. I really enjoyed it. I think it brought a lot of Damian Priest out that we haven't been able to see with him because he's been with all the big guys. He's been with
he had a Rick Rude-esque sell on one of the atomic drops there.
Yes, it was definitely. He's a lover of the '90s, so he was for sure doing that. That spot where he took that bump on the stairs was nasty.
That was rough.
He definitely missed it in the corner. It was a little rough, a little painful.
In your opinion, has Balor lost any steam in terms of since he turned heel? I feel like, to me, that the coronavirus coming in and taking away Imperium versus Balor kind of slowed him down a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he was already doing that little face turn where he was kind of like, in the middle of being like face, but he was kind of a heely face.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, plugging in Damian Priest, I think was good for him. It was good for both parties. It gives Priest, the good rub of having a great match with Finn Balor, but it also kind of gives Balor something to do while he waits for Walter.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with Imperium lurking around, I mean, that feud can just kind of like pop up, pop down, and pop up.
Yep.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, things are starting to open up, so we get to see Walter pop up any day now.
Love it.
All right. So next up, contrary to popular belief, I did wear pants during the Keith Lee Johnny Gargano matchup. I enjoyed the entrance for Johnny, where he kind of like was in his own house and walked out, and there's a magic portal. Dude.
Well, NXT is his house, so I mean,
this is true. But I'm really enjoying the Weasley Johnny Gargano a lot. I enjoyed him for his technical skills, which he did still use in this match. But he looked really good. I mean, obviously, I like Johnny Gargano, guys. But I mean, he looked really good. He's fighting very dirty, picking on Keith Lee's hand, which apparently takes all of Keith Lee's strength out. But my moment of the match was Keith Lee pouncing Johnny Gargano through the glass. Like,
yep.
We all were hoping for that once we saw boards and wanted it to happen, and it happened.
I thought we were gonna get, when I saw the set, I thought we were gonna get Johnny Gargano through the window with the pounce.
Yeah, I think our boy Ray was saying that he thought Johnny Gargano was going to slide down from the roof like HBK did, but that didn't happen. It was a little disappointing, but he did have the fun entrance. How do you feel? My boy Aaron thinks that the pounce should be Keith Lee's finisher. What do you think about that one?
I disagree. I think it's just a fun. I just think it's a fun move. I just can't picture it ending a match. I mean, it could be, but I feel like his little power slam is a little more exciting.
The jackhammer power slam,
yeah.
Spirit bomb. He's got a good arsenal. Do you think Keith Lee is next in line for Adam Cole, or do you think it's going to be Karrion Kross?
I'm thinking they're hot-shotting Karrion Kross. I think he's going to be the guy that takes down Adam Cole and carries it for a long time.
We'll pump the brakes. We'll get there in a minute. But the end of the match was really cool. It definitely looked like Gargano was going to win it. And cheating, stabbing him in the other eye with the keys.
I love the key. Yeah.
The key, and he took like 3 super kicks to the head, and still just kept getting right back up. He finished Gargano off. He was finally getting frustrated.
I like that he had the little pouch for the key.
The pouch, like his balls.
Yeah. Well, no, he had like a pocket in the front of his in the front of his.
All I saw him was opening it up.
No, yeah, he had like a little pocket, like a bathing suit.
Manscaped's sponsorship as well. So next, I was surprised at first, but in the show I understood why. The Backlog Brawl. How do you feel about this one? This is now the 5th foray into the cinematic universe of WWE post Matt Hardy.
I thought it was a little bit of a letdown, personally. I feel like Velveteen Dream is such a charismatic individual that I expected a little bit more theatrics out of him and a little more excitement out of the match overall. Everything happened that I expected was going to happen. Undisputed Era came down. Dexter Lumis came from under the ring with his hilarious slithering move, and I feel like it was a little predictable. I mean, a lot of the team, except for me and JC went with Velveteen Dream, but it's feeling pretty good here on Adam Cole Island at the moment.
It's funny because I thought about picking Adam Cole for a while. Like his reign has just been outstanding. He's over a year as the champion, which is unheard of. I mean, him and Bailey right now are just on a whole other planet when it comes to that. And he's clearly the best wrestler in NXT right now. Mm-hmm. But with that, like, this should have been Velveteen Dream's match. Like, it should have been, it's on a set. It's all about entertainment. It was cinematic, so it gave him that chance to edit out some of his like clunkiness that people hate on him for. But in his defense, he did have some great chain wrestling at the beginning of the match, which showed a whole different side of him. But then after that, like, it just kind of like tapered off, and they walked around the set a little bit, and had a few things, and they hid. And Adam Cole was just very weaselly, and it bothered me too because they had back-to-back matches where the heel was like weaseling away. Like Gargano was weaseling and cheating. Cole was weaseling and cheating. It was just kind of doubled up.
Yeah, they might have been better suited putting after Gargano. They should have put Karrion Kross, Ciampa, or flip-flopped something there, because I think just the order of matches just didn't work out.
Yeah, and following the Keith Lee Johnny Gargano match was going to be hard anyway, so that was kind of rough on that one. The ending was really cool, though. I will give it with Adam Cole hitting the Panama Sunrise on the whole thing in chairs. That's cool. And then Velveteen Dream just kind of lying there. I did love, like you said, the Dexter Lumis spot where he kidnapped the Undisputed Era. So we'll see where that one goes. He could always hold them ransom and go for the championship too.
It's still weird to me to see Undisputed Era without Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, I thought for a minute, because of the set and the limited amount of people, that we might just see him just for that one little spot.
Right.
Because we did see him in the promo video for the match, but we didn't see it, which is fine. Like, good for him. Stay healthy, stay away, do your thing. Next up, Karrion Kross versus Tommaso Ciampa in a little grudge match. I have to say, I said it when NXT was competing in the Survivor Series. Tommaso Ciampa looks tiny next to Karrion Kross. Mm-hmm. Like, he looks really big compared to the other NXT stars. He looked tiny in this one. And it definitely, I know I texted you and told you this, it felt very much like the Brock Lesnar John Cena match from SummerSlam a few years back.
It's funny because right after you texted me that, Raj Giri from Wrestling Inc. tweeted that. So
yeah,
you were not alone.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely how I felt. Like, Ciampa's been dominant in NXT since when he won the championship and did that whole Gargano feud, and he was just on top of the brand. And now this new guy comes in, completely trucks him. Like, even to the point where you were talking about, he was doing a bunch of suplexes. Like, it literally is like Lesnar and John Cena.
He was just ragdolling him.
Yeah,
I will say Karrion Kross's entrance was not as breathtaking with the set the way that it was set up.
I love that. I don't know.
Scarlett's outfit, that was breathtaking.
It was very breathtaking. Did you see his promo on NXT this past week where it was literally just his eyes on the screen? Because that nailed.
No, I didn't.
He's good. He was when he was in Impact, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way because he was a villain, and it was the same time that Marty the Villain was rising in Ring of Honor, and I was like, come on guys, like, get a little original. But this side of Karrion Kross is really great, and I'm really enjoying what we're seeing.
I thought the sound was a little off during his entrance too. I feel like you could hear the crowd members more than you could hear the music, which kind of took away from it because you could just hear people yelling, fall and pray, and it was just kind of flat.
I think they were having some audio issues in general because there was a couple times I heard ring bells twice, and I heard the following contests like echoed a couple times. So I think they were having some issues in Full Sail. So next up was the NXT Women's Champion Triple Threat match. How did you feel about that one?
I thought it it was exactly as I expected it. I mean, Ripley and Charlotte going at it with Io flying in at random moments was great. I mean, I think Io, I was very surprised by the outcome just because of the way the match was put together, because I felt like Io was getting all the high spots, and that was kind of making everybody excited about what she was doing, and I thought we were going to get like a Charlotte and Rhea back and forth, and Rhea was going to steal it. But then you get the ending was great, except for a nice neat Rhea Ripley's
The
chop.
knee to the face.
Yeah.
That happens a lot in triple threat matches like this, where you get the two that are the main in the feud, and you get the one person who's kind of added in there. And usually one of two things happens: that one person actually weasels and gets the win, or they're the person who has all the cool spots, but somehow gets
and then eats the pin.
Yeah, and in this case, Io was able to get that one. She kind of came out of nowhere, and I popped hard when that happened. My wife kind of turned the corner and said, "What just happened?" Like, Io just won.
It's gonna be interesting to me to see how they keep it going, because I mean, obviously she's not great on the mic. I mean, it's, you got the language barrier and whatnot.
I disagree. I think that she channels what she's done on the mic is gave Asuka the chance to run and do what she's been doing on the mic. Because she really just doesn't give a shit. She just kind of rambles on and yells in Japanese, and it works. And especially when she turned heel, like, it really worked. The one thing, and I've been like hating this as I've been watching WWE Network during this pandemic, I can't stand when Charlotte goes for a moonsault and lands on her feet. Like, there's no way. Like, just land on your belly. Just, take the hit. Like, don't tell me that you knew they were going to roll out of the way, because if that was the case and they didn't roll out of the way, you'd be basically doing a coup de grace to them with a foot. It just drives me nuts. It's one that she did it and landed in the middle of the two. I'm like, come on, Charlotte. Like, you got two pads. Just land on them.
It was funny. My WWE Network froze, and right at the right time, and it was just Charlotte looking at Rhea going, and it was like the most Charlotte look ever. Just boobs flying out, and
clearly you don't watch Monday Night Raw because the commercial is really awkward, where they just randomly stop in midair and Ricochet's doing the splash and he stops and starts talking. But it was a really cool match. I thought Io, getting thrown through the window, I thought she was going to be out. Then all of a sudden I look and she's standing on the roof going for the crossbody. But she was really, she owned that match. She had every single cool spot and she was ready for it. And now
I was kind of let down by the window spot. I was expecting it to be a little more brutal looking when it finally happened.
Yeah, see, you were a child when all this happened, or you haven't watched a lot of In Your House where they all got thrown through and it's just a little TV and a couple of wood planks and nothing special, man. That window is meant to be broken. But yeah, that was all Io's match, and I was really happy for it. It's very well deserved. I thought she was going to be the person who finally beat Shayna Baszler, so I was not to say I was disappointed that Rhea did it, because Rhea was on fire when she did it, but I always thought that should have been Io's moment, so I'm glad to see that. And now Nestle can be happy, and Charlotte can stay on Raw, and won't be on NXT anymore. So
where do you think they go from? Where do you think they go from there?
I mean,
Rhea?
It should be Rhea, but I don't know. This women's division is very deep. And let's not forget that Candice and Io have their thing going on too, where they still have been kind of like chipping in there and flip flopping that feud. So I mean, Io was the heel and Candice was the face. I think it's a flip flop. We might get that one for a little bit. All right, what was your?
It's funny though. Io's kind of a tweener right now. Like, she's not really either.
Yeah, and I think that works. And we have a lot of those in WWE right now. I mean, Finn Balor is definitely in that position. Someone else is too. I don't remember. But there's a lot of that, which is good. I mean, those are always, it's a great person to have where we kind of don't know where they're going to be. Not quite Big Show-esque, but it's nice to see people right in the middle. What was your best match of the night, sir?
I'm going to steal your match, and I'm going to say Gargano versus Keith Lee. I thought it was kind of a cool dynamic between the humongous Keith Lee and the cruiserweight Johnny Gargano, and it was just I thought it was overall entertaining, and they did the entrance to start it, and they were up by the set, they were back, there was the pounce. I think it just had a little bit of everything.
It did. And I know we'll probably hear from Nestle later, is like, he was just like HBK and he was weaseling and he was cheating. But I mean, that's just what a good heel does. I mean, he's learned from the best. He's emulating the best. I think that's okay. My best match of the night was the NXT Women's Championship match. I can't say enough about it. I think that they did the triple threat perfectly. I think that even though I picked Rhea to win and get her title back, I think that the right person won with Io, and it opens a whole lot of doors for a whole bunch of new feuds. So, like I said, we don't know who's going to get it next, so we don't know who's going to be taking on Io next. So that's a great problem to have. And I know I just got in an argument on Twitter saying that the women's division in NXT is the best, and I think that this only shows that it's the best because you can shock and you don't have any predictability.
Well, I mean, who were they arguing for?
I don't remember.
If it was AEW, if it was AEW, it's wrong. So
no,
there you go.
Big thumbs down for AEW in this division. You're MVP of the night, sir.
I'll go with Io. I think she had all those big spots, and like I said, I didn't expect her to win at all. I mean, for rest in peace, Rhea Ripley's face from that ending, but I mean, it was a good ending too. It wasn't quite Rhea rolling up Charlotte before Survivor Series, but I think it was a kind of a good idea to have it be an upset like that.
Yeah, and I think I saw someone when I was waiting for you on here. I saw someone shitting on the ending, saying like, "Oh, Charlotte couldn't even get out of her own hold." I mean, the whole hold is having your legs twisted together, so it's not an easy thing to do. I mean,
right.
If you watch when someone flips someone in the figure four, it takes Ric Flair a while to get out of there and unflip it. So
yeah,
I think that was kind of a argument.
I can confirm I've been put in the figure four several times as a small child, and it's not fun.
I always prefer the Walls of Jericho or the Lion Tamer to put you in, but I digress. I think we all agree that this was Io's night. It showed, and I wrote my notes. I didn't say it during the women's match. Love the Japanese tradition of throwing the ribbon over. Good for them. They had it all over. If you look, they threw it over the glass. Everything was over. Lots of confetti. I think it was definitely a well-deserved night for Io Shirai. So congratulations to her. Do you have any final thoughts on this show?
It was good to watch wrestling. I'm definitely not watching Raw tomorrow night, and I probably won't watch NXT on Wednesday, and I probably won't watch SmackDown on Friday. So I'll talk to you next Takeover.
Or how about you're not going to watch the greatest wrestling match ever on Sunday with Randy Orton and Edge because it's the greatest wrestling match of all time. I mean, come on, man! They even put The Greatest Showman as the theme song for it. Well, it's a good thing that you have the Jobber Knocker to keep you. So you can check jobberknocker.com for all the articles. You can keep yourself up to date with NXT by following my articles. If you don't want just NXT, you can check out AEW. Our boy the Joe Stalker does AEW. And then when NXT UK is back, our boy Brandon takes care of that. And we have NWA Power also up there. You can listen to the podcast on Anchor, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, and Stitcher. Facebook Jobber Knocker, Instagram Jobber Knocker, Twitter Jobber Knocker. You can also follow the rest of the Jobber Knocker crew at Nestlemania, at JC the JK, at Ray Ray the JK, at Billy D2411, at Joe Pollock 47, at the Real Deal P Cox. You are at DQ of the JK. I am at TJ of the JK. I think we're out of time. I think so. I'll have to say.
Zoom hasn't cut us off yet. You want to just ramble on about random things?
I mean, it's about time. But, that takes away from my Xbox time, and I still have a little time to prepare. I got one more month until my son's here. So until then, I am TJ. You are DQ, and we say to Mr. Nestmania, follow that motherfucker.